matters. Amen. Sorry, microphone. Item number 2 is approval of minutes from February 25th, 2025. Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 3, bids and purchases. This is $123,951 for a dump truck. $20,700 change order to duty calls for increased waste disposal for the the police horses. And then additional $60,000 change order with Palmetto Carriage Works to take care of the police horses. That's a lot of money for horses. Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 4, Legal Department, authorization for the mayor to execute a 5-year plan service agreement between the city of Charleston and Johnson Controls in the amount of $107,944.
I think, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to maybe amend that motion as it's presented and ask that it be approved as amended and in a form that's approved by our legal counsel. There's still a couple of small items that won't change the substance of it, but I think just for the record, that would be my motion.
So the motion on the, who made the first?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. All right, so we have an amended motion on the floor in the form approved by the legal department, moved and properly seconded by Councilmember Tinkler. Okay. All those, any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 5, Community Services Section, Economic and Neighborhood Services, permission to submit a grant application in the amount of $20,000 to the Cities for Financial Empowerment Fund for the Summer Jobs Connect program. Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All right. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 6, BFRC, approval of the 2025 master lease purchase financing agreement in the amount of $9,223,326 with Bank of America. This is $2.2 million for vehicles for environmental services, $870,000 for trucks for the fire department. Moved
For approval.
and properly seconded. I'm going to finish because it's a pretty impressive list. $1.6 million for fleet for 24 vehicles, $1.1 million for PCs and mobile data terminals for IT, $2.3 million for 40 vehicles for the police department, and $1 million for 2 trucks and a tractor for stormwater. Hopefully clean those ditches. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 7, Parks Capital Projects, approval of a grant application for the 2025 Park and Recreation Development Grant for expansion of playground equipment for installation at Stephen Washington Park. Requested funding of $38,191.09 with a 20% matching grant of $9,547.77.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Guys have it. Item number 8, also Parks Capital Projects, approval to submit the grant application for the South Carolina Rural Infrastructure Grant for $1,143,750 in grant funds and $381,250 in city matching funds for a total of $1,525,000 towards the drainage construction scope of the Eugene Street Scaping Project. Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Oh, Councilmember Mitchell. All right.
Yes.
All right. All right. Any opposed? All right, the ayes have it. Item number 9 is approval of the 4th Amendment to the Comprehensive Integrated Water Plan with Black and Veatch to develop a flood resilience project for the Rosemont and Bridgeview neighborhoods. $200,000 funded with general fund.
Move for second.
Moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? The ayes have it. Item number 10, Chief Policy Officer, this is authorization for the mayor to execute a contract in the amount of 200,000 in a form substantially similar to the professional services contract with Robinson Design Engineers. We approved this in Public Works 2 weeks ago.
Second, I have one comment to make, just, we're gonna make a few amendments to this right now as listed, it's, being under chief policy officer, it'll be moved under, planning and engineering, this is an FYI, that'll be coming up, that clarification will be coming up on the second meeting.
Okay.
Okay, so we can make an amendment, to have this, clarity that this will not be under chief policy department will be under, chief of staff and, related section chiefs.
Do we want to defer this and wait 2 weeks? Okay, all right. All right. Okay, so, this is, motion is, who's amending the motion? All right.
Second.
All right, moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Oh, sorry.
Aye.
All right. Just have one nay. Okay, item number 11, turn it over to Chairman Appel to give us the report on the Committee on Real Estate meeting that was held on Monday, February 24th.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. City of Charleston Committee on Real Estate met February 24th. Some of the items we talked about at our committee meeting have already been approved by council at our last meeting, specifically the matter involving the Gibbs and a matter involving the property off of Bees Ferry Circle. So I'm not going to bore everyone with a recap on those two items, but the two items that I'm reporting out today that we'll be voting on later this evening. First has to do with the Low Country Senior Center over on James Island. What's before us today is a proposed lease and management agreement. The old agreement was vague. This is a deal between the city, owns the property, with Roper St. Francis. The term is for 10 years. $1 a year lease to the city. But the big thing that this agreement does is it better clarifies the maintenance responsibilities and funding responsibilities. Essentially, historically, it'd been sort of an ad hoc kind of deal. This is a lot more straightforward and clear. Under this lease, City Council grants $75,000 a year with a 3% annual escalator. But the maintenance obligations and responsibilities are clearly defined and set forth in the lease, and that's the responsibility of the tenant, Roper. And so that item was unanimously approved by the Real Estate Committee. The next item had to do with a quick claim of some city-owned right-of-way over on Daniel Island, and this is to essentially help a development project accommodate some parallel parking instead of diagonal parking on the street. And they're going to put in a sidewalk in this location. And this was unanimously approved by the committee. And then we considered various annexations, all of which were unanimously approved by the committee. We had 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 annexations. And that concludes my report, and I move that it be accepted.
Second.
All right, moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. If nothing else to come before this committee, we stand adjourned. All right, thank you.
Bunch of voters.